Good morning, Internet. Pause that. Welcome back to the Chaotic Committee. It is cycle 1311, and I'm almost ready to fire off the research reactor. So over here, I've removed the ladders. So now the only way into here is through the lead suit docks. So let's open that door. We need to put this last tile in. All of my enriched uranium that the beehives are making has been picked up. So there's none on the ground for the dupes to grab. I ran my aqua tuner and I made everything very, very cold just to get this all up to steam. You can see a bit of the visco gel slopped off, but it held. So now I can set that back to a reasonable temperature. It does not need to be negative. So yeah, we should be able to fire this up. Let's check piping. That's rotating fine. That was rotating salt water. This comes, this isn't connected. Goes up to there. We need this finished. The pump is turned off. Plumbing is run to there. Supercoolant is there. Yeah, so I think we are just about there. I have no idea how much radiation this thing's gonna evolve. Hopefully this double is enough. If not, then I'm just gonna get rid of this ranch and put in a layer of lead or something. But my dupe should never have to come into this area of the steam turbines, so it should be okay. And this should have, yeah, they've already delivered the thermium for the reactor. I just didn't let them build that tile so they couldn't build it. There is a auto sweeper right there for delivering the uranium. It's one of those, once I get it started, I plan on just letting this run. This is now active, so we got a source of 95-degree water. And just in case. I've had enough share of bad luck. Ooh, yeah, one more check on the plumbing. So we've got about 2 tons of water in there. These 5 steam turbines force feed that, and then the rest of it gets expelled. These 3 always cool the reactor. So these 5 will take the hottest steam and get rid of it, and then these 3 will take the cooler steam and dump it over here. This should take all the salt water, dump it up there, and the nuclear waste should come out. I'm using the word should a lot. Oh yeah, this thing takes forever to build. And it's Stinky who's not my best builder. Yeah, his construction is 4. But this monster steam vent is running. I've got some automation. I'm not sure exactly how I want it set yet. Oh, Stinky gave up. Next dupe. And we should have be making plenty of rad pills. Alright, how's Ellie? Instruction 16, much better. Now, theoretically, the hot water and the nuclear waste should fall through this tile, down into here, make all this steam, and we'll just end up with a bunch of salt everywhere. I'm not paranoid, you're paranoid. So the water is there. We'll wait for that to be fully filled up. What? Oh, you are taking... Is that water? Okay, we don't want water up here. So let's do that. It filtering out water is perfectly fine. Alright, fingers crossed, everybody. How is my radiation? Oh! Look at that! Oh, there's a tile there. But again, not many people are going there. That's slight hazard. What if instead of insulated tiles, I replace these with lead? Yeah, I brought over all my lead for a specific this reason. Oh, and it looks like the radiation just goes straight through neutronium. I guess if I do that, that'll probably help. Alright, temperature's coming up. We got our first bit of nuclear waste. What's the pressure in here? 22 kilograms. As long as my hatches don't drop through the floor, we should be fine. I thought that would drop it much more. It's only dropping it by like 50. Okay, steam turbines are kicking in. Why is that 94.7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should... Oh, because they're not all running. Now they're running. Okay, and all that flashed to steam. Perfect. So now we don't need to dump water anymore. We got our petroleum and a little bit of supercoolant down there. Oh, we did get a little bit of nuclear waste in here. We can mop that. That's no problem. Okay, that's now fully powered up. Well, I was using this coal generator as backup, but I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. And these are starting, so now they're taking their excess water, and that is keeping the reactor cool. So far, so good. Let's see what happens when this starts to erupt. Another 30 seconds. Temperature over there, just getting up to 100. Yeah, you just come straight out of steam. So this is going to have to fill up first before I even have to worry about the steam pressure. So far, so good. Alright, this is done. And I think I'm going to have to encase this in lead. Oh, I forgot that power wire. What if I do this? If I do that, I should be able to pliers those together. And I should have, yep. Another transformer. Okay, let's let everything get up to temperature. We'll get some more power wires run and see what happens. My other plan, my other goal for this is I'm also going to take this giant pool of water down here and slowly feed it through this to desalinate it to deal with that water. But this one just became active, so I've got 50 cycles of this thing feeding water into this system before I have to worry about this pool, which is huge. We're up to 50 kilograms of carbon dioxide over here. Ah, ridiculous. Alright, how close are you? Okay, so this is just about to start backing up. And there it goes. And now it recycles over here. And you're not saying the pressure's high enough yet. And you're not saying the temperature's high enough yet. This went much smoother than my other times of doing this, that's for sure. I mean, having a source of cool water inside the room and as much recycling of the water as I'm doing, that's kind of helpful. Okay, I'm just laughing at this thing spitting out salt. That's it. It's just spitting out salt directly. I wonder if I should put in a rock crusher to make table salt. The problem is, it's highly radioactive salt. And 9,000 rads. Okay, and this is all up to temperature. Viscogel just takes a long time to warm up. Well, son of a... that worked better than expected. Okay, over here, do you generate heat? Yes. So you need some form of active cooling or you're going to overheat yourself. So you need to shoot that way. Nope, that way. One, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I can't pick what direction you shoot. Annoying. That's really annoying. Like, you can't pick what direction this thing shoots. It only shoots up. Alright, so we need to do that, and I can't even do that. Why can't I put that there? Oh, that's still inside of that? Wow. Well, this is better. Shoot it sideways and then back in. We are going to need a whole lot of backing plates. You need to be able to see the sky. Trying to think if I want to use liquid or gas to cool this stuff down. Let's do liquid, and I can take that cooling loop and extend it through there. I mentioned that my plumbing's getting a little crazy. No, that does not need to be insulated anymore. And let's disconnect that from power so it stops getting hotter. Yeah, neutronium does not block radiation. I would have assumed neutronium would block everything, but apparently radiation goes right through it. I think they might update that in the game because that's a little funky. Yeah, so these are nearly flat out. This is coming in right around 200. That's perfect. Well, let's just say if you're above 94. Because I think once that water turns off, this will then turn into steam. as this warms up. I probably should have moved that up one. And then the water comes through here and then just alternates with that pump and goes into my massive water tank. And the cooling loop is in. Let's just dump some petroleum on there. Oh, look at that. I am too good. There. Now we have active cooling. You shoot that way. Now we're just waiting on enough nuclear waste to back up to start this pumping. Yep, and this automation is working. The pressure's above that, the temperature's above that. Get rid of the excess water. Awesome. And what are you set to? 250, so we're almost there. And these aren't quite maxing out on power. And how's the aquatuner doing? Yeah, the aquatuner is actually bringing the temperature down. Oh, son of a... I am getting better at this and better at this. Well, we now have a source of nuclear waste. And how's my uranium? Almost fully backed up. That one's not full and that one doesn't have any in it, but each one of these is, what, 20 cycles worth? This burns 1 or 2 kilograms a cycle. So, yeah, we're good. Well, I think before I get a bunch of nuclear waste, let me just get all of this out of here. I'll leave these 3 and the coal generator as kind of emergency backup, just in case everything goes wrong. But, yeah, I'm not going to need solar anytime soon. Shipping-wise, I want to replace this with a bridge. I want a conveyor bridge. Because I want to ship uranium over to the water planet. There we go. Alright, so let this run for a few cycles and we'll see what happens. Didn't really talk about it in the last episode or this one, but this base is running on full-on barbecue. It's up to 100,000. It's only going to increase from there. That's why I can also get rid of that last ranch. There's 68 eggs in there. How was this base doing? Oh yeah. So this was at like 42 eggs before I leveled up the other rancher. That's working out glorious. And we've made how much thermium? 59 tons. There's 59 tons here. I brought a whole bunch with me to build all of this, because all of that's thermium. Okay, yeah, we're good. And it looks like we just started shipping out nuclear waste. We now have an additional source of water to go with our source of water. This one's just completely blocked. It even went dormant. Aquatuner-wise, this is slowly starting to catch up, just not very fast. This I'm curious about. A little bit of water came through here, but the nuclear waste is coming through at 200 degrees. So, I think it's just going to vaporize it. Yeah, 247. That just displaced my supercoolant. Because of the water, the nuclear waste got rid of the supercoolant. Well, I assumed all that was going to turn to steam. I just didn't expect it to kill my supercoolant. I'm going to have to put in another bottle emptier. And there'll be a little bit of metal ore in there, and that's no problem. Now I should be able to grab a bottle of supercoolant off of that bottle emptier. Petroleum won't work because petroleum is lighter than nuclear waste. I would have to have crude oil. There we go. Now that should stay there. How is there water inside of an airflow tile? Yeah, I don't know. And here comes some more nuclear waste. That should make all this... There it goes. That should make this water evaporate. I think it's 750 for a tile to form, so that should pop up with the next delivery. This is all down in temperature. Alright, now they're running flat out. We'll keep an eye on that, but I think 6 kilos a second dropping directly on the reactor will keep it cool enough. Okay, how did water get up there and supercoolant down here? I'm hoping that's enough to flow back. If not, I'll have to dump a little bit more supercoolant or petroleum over here. I think I need this to get up to temperature first. That's just weird. But I mean, an airflow tile in space, what do you expect? I guess as long as there's liquid... Now, as soon as this level gets up, that temp shift plate should take care of it. Okay, how much do I need to protect my dupes? Well, let's get rid of the ladder first. That ladder I don't need. Yeah, this one I just don't want to run as much, but this base has that. We built that. Alright. Now I can start focusing on this space. The reactor's already here. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with the nuclear waste, which will probably end up over here. Lots more piping to make. And this space is, of course, Nicholas' torture chamber of going and running into the magma whenever I remember that he's over here. And that's solidifying nicely. Speaking of Nicola. And he likes to run that way. He likes to run to the left. Come on. Let me select you so I can tell you to move over here. Then you can go... Oh, you're you self-assigned. I feel bad for him. It's only been like several hundred cycles of me telling him to go swim in magma. Well, we're going to call that good. I mean, this was just the firing off of the research reactor, it went swimmingly. All of my plumbing worked, my automation worked. I'm honestly very happy with that. Usually I blow this up or I make some mistake because you don't make these very often. Once you make one, you leave it alone. But if we look at the chart of power wastage, what is that? I don't know, sometimes there gets to be a bug in there. I guess I haven't, because I'm 1300 cycles in, you can't see it yet. What? Yeah, I have no idea how that happened. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for your nice comments, and those of you who subscribed, great. I'm honestly, I'm very surprised that I got one subscriber. The fact that it's now up into the hundreds is amazing. So thank you all for watching. Thank you again. If you have comments, if you think I can do something better, let me know, because otherwise it's just me in a room talking to myself, and I would like to know what you guys want to see. Now that this is done, it's time to expand to more worlds.